The Magical Alphabet Adventure Chapter 1. The Kingdom of Letters. Once upon a time, in a faraway land called Letterland, all the letters of the English alphabet lived together in a big, shiny castle. The castle had 26 golden towers, one for each letter from A to Z. Every morning, the letters woke up to the sound of the alphabet song sung by the birds. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The bluebirds chirped, and all the letters danced and laughed. But one sunny morning, something strange happened. The beautiful alphabet book, which held the power of all words, was missing. Without the book, the letters could not make new words or teach children how to read. The Queen of Letters, Q, gathered everyone in the great hall. "My dear letters," she said softly, "the alphabet book has been stolen by the shadow of silence. If we don't find it soon, children will forget how to speak our words." The letters gasped. Brave stood up. "We can't let that happen. We must go on an adventure and bring the book back." The letters cheered, and the great alphabet adventure began. Chapter 2. The journey begins early the next morning. The letters packed their tiny bags. A carried apples for everyone. B brought bright balloons to cheer the group. C carried a map shaped like a crescent moon. And D, always dependable, brought his little dog, Dot. "Let's go," shouted E, who was always full of energy. They left the castle gates and followed a golden path through whispering woods, where the trees whispered old rhymes. Soon they met a tiny fairy with sparkling wings. "Hello," said F, fluttering her arms. "Who are you?" "I am Faye, the Fairy of Sounds," she said. "I can help you on your journey, but first, you must solve my riddle." The fairy waved her wand, and glowing letters appeared in the air. "I am something you can hear, but never see. I start with S and end with G. What am I?" The letters thought and thought. G giggled. "It must be song." "Correct," cried Faye. "You are clever indeed." She clapped her hands, and a silver key appeared. "This key will open the gate of grammar, but beware the shadow of silence fears no noise. Keep singing, little letters." And with a swirl of glitter, she was gone. Chapter 3. The Gate of Grammar. The letters marched on until they reached a giant silver gate shining in the sun. On it were carved words, "Only those who know their sounds may pass." H hummed. "How can we open it?" I had an idea. "Maybe we must say our sounds together." So the letters stood in a line and began A, B, 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 C, 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 D, D, D. The gate began to sparkle. E, 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 F, 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 G, G, G. Finally, when Z hissed Z, 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 the gate opened wide with a joyful chime. Behind it lay a wide green meadow full of dancing letters, old friends they hadn't seen in ages. They were the lowercase letters. "Hello, little ones," said A kindly. The lowercase I smiled shyly. "We missed you." Big letters? The shadow made us hide in silence. The capital letters hugged their smaller friends. "Don't worry," said M. "We're bringing the book of words back." The meadows sparkled brighter as if the land itself believed in them. Chapter 4. The letters walked deeper into the land. The trees around them began to hum softly, but not with music. It was a sad hum, like a whisper of words that were once spoken but now forego as shivered. Suddenly, a tiny glowing creature flew out from behind a mushroom. It had big ears and wings made of paper. "I'm Soundsprit." It scared the letters clap with joy. But not so fast. A dark cloud moved between the trees. It was the Shadow O himself. His words making T trembled. The shadow laughed. "Then try to find the book, if you can. But every time you forget your sound." "I will." With that, he disappeared into the mist, leaving only cold silence behind. The sound sprite looked worried. "You must hurry," it said. "Follow the river of rhymes. At its end lies the castle of vowels, the heart of all words. The shadow will go there next." So the letters thanked the sprite and hurried on their way. Chapter 5. The River of Rhymes. The River of Rhymes was unlike any river they had seen. Its water sparkled with colors, and instead of splashing, it sang. Little waves whispered nursery rhymes. A is for apple, round and red. B is for bed, where dreams are fed. L laughed. O, How beautiful! The river remembers the songs of children, but the river was too wide to cross. He puffed up proudly. Let's build a bridge of words. How? Asked N, blinking. With rhymes, said P. Each rhyme makes a plank. So the letters began. Cat hat, said C, and H. Dog log, barked D. Sun fun, sang S and F, and with every rhyme, a golden plank appeared above the water. They worked together until a shining bridge stretched across the river. As they crossed, they saw their reflections dancing in the rainbow water. The little lowercase letters followed, singing softly. When they reached the other side, the letters felt stronger, their sounds brighter, their voices louder. The land ahead began to glow with a soft golden light. The castle of vowels must be near, whispered E, her eyes shining. Chapter 6, The Castle of Vowels. Soon they came to a beautiful hill where 5 tall towers rose into the sky. Each tower shone with a different color: red, blue, green, yellow, and purple. This was the Castle of Vowels. At the gate stood the 5 vowel sisters: A, E, I, O, and their gowns shimmered like light itself. Welcome, friends, said A, the eldest. We have been waiting for you. B bowed. We came to ask for your help. The shadow of silence stole the alphabet book. E frowned. Yes, we know. He came here, seeking our voices. Without vowels, no word can sing. O raised her golden wand, but we hid our power in the crystal of echoes. Deep inside the castle, only the bravest letters may reach it. The group followed the sisters into the castle halls, which sparkled with words carved into walls: love, dream, hope, light. Each word glowed softly as they passed. At the heart of the castle stood the crystal of echoes, a great shining stone filled with swirling sounds. The moment they stepped near it, the air began to hum. But before they could touch it, boom, a black wind blew through the hall. The shadow of silence appeared again. You cannot stop me, he thundered. The world will sleep in silence forever. He waved his long cloak, and the light of the vowels began to fade. Letters started to shiver and lose their glow. Then I, the smallest of the vowels, stepped forward. She held her hands to her heart and whispered, even the smallest sound can make the biggest difference. And she began to sing, a tiny, trembling sound at first, but then it grew brighter, stronger, warmer. The other vowels joined in, and soon the whole castle filled with music. The shadow shrieked and covered his ears. He vanished again, leaving behind only dark mist. The crystal glowed brighter than ever, and a path of light appeared, leading toward the distant mountain of meaning, where the book of words was hidden. Chapter 7, The Mountain of Meaning. The letters followed the shining path that led away from the castle of vowels. They walked for a long time, through valleys of paper flowers and across bridges made of glowing ink. At last, they saw the mountain of meaning, tall and silver, its peak hidden among the clouds. It's so high, whispered N. We can climb it, said R, rolling his shoulders bravely. We are stronger together. So they began to climb. The path wound around the mountain in loops, shaped like letters themselves. As they climbed, strange voices echoed from the rocks. Without meaning, words are only sounds. Without sound, there can be no meaning. The letters looked at each other, confused. What does it mean? Asked Elle. It means we need both, said A wisely. We need to feel the words we make. Higher and higher they went. The air grew cold. The stars above seemed to watch them. When they reached halfway, they found a huge door made of stone. On it were carved 3 words: truth, sound, heart. A voice boomed. Only those who carry all 3 may enter. M stepped forward. We have truth, she said softly, for we never lie to children. S hissed proudly. We have sound, it is what we are. And little I added, and we have heart, because we love the words we make. The door opened slowly, and a warm golden light poured out. Inside, the air sparkled with letters floating freely, old, forgotten shapes, and new ones still being born. This must be the cave of words, whispered Ian. Ah! Chapter 8, The Shadows fell. At the very center of the cave stood the book of words. resting on a stone pedestal. Its cover shone like moonlight, and each page turned by itself. Whispering softly, the letters ran toward it, laughing with joy. But just as it reached out to touch it, a dark wind rushed through the cave. The shadow of silence appeared once more, larger, darker, and angrier than ever. "You may have come far," he growled, "but your journey ends here." He raised his arms, and the cave began to darken. The letters could feel their voices fading, their sounds slipping away. F tried to shout fish, but no sound came out. B tried to laugh ball, but her voice was gone. Only it could still whisper, "No, I won't be quiet." She looked around at her friends, frightened but brave, and then she had an idea. "We can't lose our voices," she said softly, "because our voices are inside us, not in the air, not in the sound, but in the heart." She closed her eyes and began to feel her sound, not say it. And one by one, the letters joined her, silently glowing, remembering what each of their sounds meant. The cave filled with light. The shadow hissed, shrinking back. "Impossible," he cried. "You have no sound." "We have meaning," said A, "and meaning makes music." With those words, the letters began to shine brighter and brighter, each one glowing in its color: A red, B blue, C green, D gold. Together they formed a rainbow of sounds. The shadow screamed as the light touched him, and then he was gone, turned into harmless dust that drifted away like smoke. The book of words floated into the air and opened wide. Its pages sparkled, and every letter in the world began to sing again. Chapter 9. The Return to Letterland. When the letters came down the mountain, the world looked new. The sky was brighter, and the rivers whispered with words again. In every home across the world, children began to speak and read, and the letters smiled, for their sounds had returned to the hearts of children. Back in the castle, Queen Q waited. When she saw the letters returning, she ran to greet them. "My brave ones," she cried, "you have done it. The book is safe." The castle bells rang, and fireworks of color filled the sky, every spark shaped like a glowing letter. The lowercase letters danced with the uppercase letters, singing together the alphabet song once more: to B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Won't you come and sing with me? When the song ended, A looked at all her friends. "We did it together," she said softly, "and that's the greatest sound of all." That night, as the moon shone over Letterland, the book of words rested safely in the castle library. Its pages glowed with quiet light, whispering dreams to all who listened. And if you listen very closely, even now, you might still hear a tiny voice in the wind saying, "Never forget your sound." Every word begins with a letter, and every letter has a little bit of magic inside. The end.